Hello guys and girls. So I'm bringing you all another fire POV build. This is my work car. The 2015 Ford Fusion SE has like 133,000 miles on it. This is not a primary response vehicle for me, as it is my work car to go to point A and B from work. And I always said that I would never put any lights in this. Well, hold my beer. A few months ago, I was coming home from work and we got attached to a working code, and I was miles away from it and just could not safely get around to anybody. I'm like, okay, well, this is a problem. So, and I've had many other instances of where I've came up on like trees or power lines or something like that down in the roadway, and four-ways are just not adequate. So, got a really good deal on someone on Facebook Marketplace. Got some stuff put in here. And the front grille that you cannot see, which is my favorite part about this. This is like, for the most part, slick, undercover, unmarked, kind of like the Durango. I have installed two Feniex Quads. I have a Feniex visor light. On the sides, I have two Feniex T6s. And in the rear, that you cannot see, I have two Feniex Quads. The siren system is a Whelen HHS4200, same as the Durango's. And the mobile radio I put in here is a CDM1250 Motorola. So you get into the car, turn the ignition over. My Apple thingy, I hardwired in. The radio and the siren controller are all on ignition switch. So I have my company's frequencies programmed into this so I can listen to what's going on my way into work. Pretty mint, my favorite thing about it, to be honest with you. So like the Durango, I installed this with a slide 1 through 3. Switch 1 controls the sides, and it's red amber in the rear. It's kind of like a setting pattern type deal. And slide switch 2 keeps everything in the back the same. However, it activates the red in the front. And slide switch 3 is where everything gets a little funky. This is where the white comes into play. So we have red, white in the front. The sides stay red. The rear goes to red, white. Now this is if the vehicle is in motion. If the vehicle is parked, then I put it to slide switch 2, because white to the rear is dangerous. I would only ever do this if the vehicle was actively in motion. Also on the back is where I decided to mount the antenna for the radio. On the passenger front, I believe, is where I mounted the 100-watt speaker. I don't know if I took a picture of it or not, but the siren tones, very similar to the Durango's. I'm glad that chime stopped. Actually, the exact same, to be honest. The only thing I carry in here is my work stuff. So, my work bag, blanket, one of my work jackets. Everything is wired up. I did another trunk build So everything's wired to the rear of the vehicle. That's where it's at back there. I just have some miscellaneous stuff like gym bag, grocery bag, an air pump. But I will show you and try to explain to you. Oh, there's a car seat back here. Stand by. Uno, dos, tres. Okay. So here is everything in the back. And this looks probably complicated to a lot of people, but I can tell you it's honestly really simple. So I have a positive and a ground. I think it's 10 gauge wire coming in directly off the battery to this fuse block. This fuse block is in control from the ignition switch. So whenever the key gets turned over, this gets power and it activates everything else here. And everything else you see is just relay on a relay board. So like all that controls the lights, the siren, etc. So it's a very simple build. No rumbler system or anything like that. There's just no need for it because why would I need that? Compared to that thing, I mean, that thing gets used as a daily response vehicle, but this will hardly ever get used. This is the bare minimum I would ever do to a vehicle that could potentially be used to respond. I like that it's pretty much slick. I mean, it's unmarked. It really is. If you get behind me in traffic, you're not gonna know what's what, you know, like. So its build took me, I think, probably 16 hours to complete by the time it was all said and done. The hardest part was honestly finding a place to mount the speaker and finding an English is hard, an adequate way to mount the grill lights. But if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. I like hearing your all's comments. If you have any questions about anything, I will try my hardest to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later.